Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sally Lemus. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. 2 men lost at sea are returned home. Also tonight, illegal drag racing is an issue that needs to be stopped, or at least fixed. And there's smoke up in the Northern Islands. In sports, the MRA feasts its Fast and Furious in a festive finish. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
Good morning, Kiko. I am here at Docomo Wallarai branch. The Docomo staff here are super helpful with my appointment. They take good care of me in just a few minutes. Thank you so much for helping me out downloading and using the Skip Lino app. I can take care of all my Docomo needs. No need to wait in line with the Skip Lino app. We love you, Docomo Pacific. Better together.
So up until now, the only ways we've had to fight COVID are closing things down, which has been really hard on people here in the CNMI. A lot of people have lost jobs, a lot of people have lost incomes. And although it's been effective, it's not sustainable. It's not something we can do forever. Vaccination is a way for us to safely resume a lot of those things that bring vibrancy to the CNMI, to hopefully reopen to tourism in some safe capacity, to get people back to work in various service industries.
And there you have it, McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich. From the makers of the world's most stolen fries. The juicy chicken sandwich from the place that offers extra napkins for a reason. The tender chicken sandwich from the creators of a sandwich phenomenon. So you won't just be biting into a chicken sandwich, you'll be biting into McDonald's new crispy, juicy, tender chicken sandwich. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Opioids are commonly prescribed drugs. They can help ease short-term pain after surgery, an accident, or illness. Common brand names include Vicodin, Demerol, OxyContin, and Percocet. Opioids can be very addictive, and they can actually change how your brain works.
Opioid misuse can lead to death.
If you are prescribed an opioid medication, talk to your doctor. Always take exactly as directed, never take higher doses, keep your medication secure, and safely dispose of unused or expired medication. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
Hafaday, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Friday, July 30, 2021. The 2 mariners who have been missing for nearly 2 weeks have finally been found. The 2 mariners who were reported overdue during their voyage from Saipan to Guam have finally been found.
They were found, they were picked up by a merchant vessel in the area, and they are safe in receiving the yes, they were rescued. Sorry, I don't have too much information at this time, but they were rescued, and we'll be putting out something later.
The mariners have been identified as Xiao Wei Yun and Yun Lee Red. According to the United States Coast Guard Guam sector, the spouse of one of the individuals called the police as she was concerned for their well-being. The spouse reported that they had left Saipan on July 18, and the last text she received from her husband stated that they could see Guam. More details to come. It is still unclear to what the 20-year-old victim who was found dead a few days ago was doing up in Marpi that night. but multiple sources have told KSPN that a group of at least 15 people gathered to watch an illegal drag racing. Police say the case is still under investigation, but it is apparent that illegal drag racing is an issue in the CNMI. Over the years, many individuals across the Commonwealth have put themselves at risk participating in illegal drag racing. It has become a popular sport despite the dangers. Much talk in the community implies that a drag race occurred the night Sophia Damapon died. Governor Torres pleads to the community to hang in there as they are working on plans to make it safe for everyone.
There is the right way to race if this is what has occurred. We are trying to get there. For everyone that's illegally drag racing, please stop. It doesn't help anyone. And this recent tragedy, if this is the case and what's been saying, somebody eventually is going to get hurt. It may be you, it may be your loved ones, someone's daughter, someone's son, or mother or father. So please stop and wait until the right avenue is open to the community.
Lawmakers have been trying to pass legislation that would legalize drag racing in the CNMI since 2003. House Speaker Edmund Villagomez was the last author to push the bill.
So House Bill 19-103's purpose was to regulate drag racing within the CNMI. It's also to regulate it in a sense where, there will be a designated area, and that with this bill, the intent was for the different agencies like public land and whatnot to work together to promulgate regulations and whatnot to have a place for drag racing, and that's where it's going to be legal. Whereas, right now it's illegal and people are illegally doing it, and it really puts those racers or those drivers at risk, and even the spectators.
If the bill had become law, agencies such as the Marianas Racing Association and the Department of Public Safety were already informed and ready to be part of the legislation.
It did pass the House in the form of 19-103 House Draft 1, but when it got to the Senate, there was no action.
Villagomez states this may be something to look into again.
I think 19-103 was a pretty simple bill, but maybe we can visit it again and maybe put language in there to give it more teeth and have more specifics so it's well regulated. But as of now, drag racing is still illegal, and maybe that's probably the safer way to put it, where our cops do patrol the streets and, they can stop that anytime.
KSPN archives reveal that there has been at least 3 fatalities related to illegal drag racing. Police say the death of Sophia Damapon is a hit-and-run case. As of press time, no additional information on the investigation was given, but speculations on social media say the driver has confessed. This is still a developing story, and we'll have more on this Monday. Pagan residents are evacuated due to volcanic activity up in the Northern Islands. The Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Management, along with the Department of Public Safety, conducted an evacuation of residents on the island of Pagan. DPS sent out 2 boats last night. Governor Ralph Torres worked closely with the Guam National Weather Service and the United States National Guard to safely execute this operation.
Quite a few smoke that has been seen, and the folks and the residents there actually felt strong earthquake from time to time.
Torres states a lot of the residents in Pagan are up there for work and different projects.
In the early June, we had several departments that went up to Pagan to do surveying, whether it's biologies, whether it's CRM, HPO, Fish and Wildlife. I mean, just all the different departments to do an assessment on Pagan, and that took a while. There's 2 teams and mayor's office definitely assisted on this projects.
According to police spokesperson Dre Pangilinan, a total of 12 residents arrived on Saipan this morning around 9 a.m. All are reported well with no injuries. Details on the state funeral and events following Representative Ivan Blanco's sudden passing are still evolving. Here's what we know so far. According to Governor Torres, the date for the state funeral of the late Ivan Blanco is set for August 5th, which is next Thursday. The program details are still getting ironed out as the administration continues to receive requests for attendance from people all over Micronesia and the United States.
You know, one thing with the late Congressman Ivan Blanco, literally, honestly, everyone just loved the guy. He's very genuine, and he's very sincere, and he's really loved across Micronesia. So we continue to get more letters letters of condolences, and that's one thing that's kind of difficult to fit into the program because there's always new folks across Micronesia, the U.S., that wants to partake on the state funerals.
The initial finding of Blanco's death was ruled out as sudden death. But according to DPS spokesperson Dre Pangilinan, the final medical report states that the cause of death was due to massive pulmonary embolism. Blanco is the second member of the House of Representatives to pass while in office. His seat in the House chamber has been decorated with flowers and burning candles to honor and remember his memory. Coming up, if you have nothing to do this weekend, you might want to check out the Summer Jam down in Susupi. Stay tuned for the details.
I am the I in CNMI. We are a team, and you cannot spell team without me. M-E. Get a shot and opportunity to set the CNMI free from COVID-19. See? So let's go for a save, a strikeout, a knockout punch. That's our goal. V for victory. V for vaccinate. Let's make this a team win, and we can all celebrate. All workers have the right to a safe workplace. Employers must provide a workplace that is free from recognized hazards and comply with applicable OSHA standards, including proper reporting of injuries. Training needs to be done in a language and vocabulary employees can understand, and an OSHA information poster must be displayed prominently in the workplace. Workers, you have the right to raise a safety or health concern with your employer or OSHA without being retaliated against, and request an OSHA consultation of your workplace if you believe there are unsafe or unhealthy conditions. OSHA can help. Free assistance to identify and correct hazards is available to small and medium-sized employers without citation or penalty. So look out, speak up, and stay safe. Job safety and health, it's not only good practice, it's the law. Check out OSHA.gov or call 664-3154 or 3155.
I would recommend websites like the CDC website, Mayo Clinic website, any established hospital system or healthcare system. I suspect that Kaiser has a lot of information out there. I would go to known websites, WebMD, Healthline. They all have a lot of information that is reliable and well thought out. I would much less go to blogs and the individuals who are looking at it from their own perspective and not necessarily science.
The Road to 80 continues with $2,000 in cash, brought to you in part by this week's featured sponsor, Helios Engineering Group. This is the CNMI's push for an 80% vaccination rate, and we've got thousands of dollars and a Nissan Rogue Sport to drive us there. Watch the next drawing this Friday, July 30th on the Road to 80 CNMI Facebook page. Register for your shot today at vaccinatecnmi.com or call 682-SHOT. The Road to 80 is brought to you by the Office of the Governor, COVID-19 Task Force, Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation, Joten Enterprises, Bridge Capital, Tan Holdings, and more.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. The community is invited to join the Hoffa and Tito's Summer Jam happening this weekend. On Saturday, July 31st, the Marianas Visitors Authority will celebrate the reinstatement of international flights to the Marianas with a summer jam from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Gumasakman Civic Center, Susupi. Tossy to Table will hold a kids fishing derby at the beach beginning 1 p.m. Entertainment will start at 3 p.m. with over 10 bands playing. A Battle of the Bands competition will also be held, where voting will be based on a combination of audience and judge votes. Now, fully vaccinated attendees who sign up during the Summer Jam may have a chance to win the raffle of $5,000. Food and drinks will also be available. Saipan was slowed down yesterday due to an island-wide power outage. The Commonwealth Utilities Corporation announced they experienced a mechanical problem on engine number 2 at Power Plant 1 in Lower Base. As a result, the power plant experienced underfrequency, automatically activating the electrical protective devices and tripping multiple feeders. At 1 p.m., CUC power plant staff were able to make the necessary repairs. The power outage lasted for almost 3 hours.
Coming up at the KSPN2 Sports Report, it's the classic story of success from U8 to university.
For the different beats of your life, we're here to keep you connected the way you want it. Plans made for you, by you. Build your own bundle with Link. Select the internet, entertainment, mobile, and home phone plans that fit your lifestyle. Pay for what you want, not for what you don't. Build your own bundle and save with Link.
Drop into the Shake Cafe at Gold's Gym for a quick and healthy meal. It's fast food that's good for you. Our July smoothie of the month has oatmeal, peanut butter, raisins, and cinnamon. It's a healthy blend of 450 calories that's perfect for a meal replacement or supplement. Shake it up at Gold's Gym.
My doctor gave me the pills, so they must be safe, right?
If taken exactly as prescribed, short-term use can be safe, but painkillers have real risk. Misusing an opioid painkiller can cause serious harm, including addiction and death, and misuse can happen quite easily. Make sure you never mix them with alcohol, antidepressants, sedatives, or sleep aids. And if you are prescribed an opioid, you need to tell your doctor about any other drugs, including herbal supplements that you are taking. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
Su Lin Foundation promotes the culture of giving back. The foundation and its generous partners are committed to supporting programs that include health, education, and sports. Initiatives that promote arts and culture, the environment, and tourism will benefit our community and our residents. Giving back and making a difference will help ensure that the island paradise we call home will be a better place to live.
Tonight's sports brought to you in part by Tan Holdings through the Tan Su Lin Foundation, making communities a better place to live.
Buenas sports fans. Buenas sports fans, the dust is cleared, the mud is still there, but the races are not. The Marianas Racing Association concluded its 2021 championship point season with an awards banquet on a Wednesday evening. Now all that's left are the memories and this story.
Wednesday evening at the World Resort, a couple of hundred people, half of them kids, attending the awards banquet in a sport that literally rose from the dead. MRA President Charles Cepeda addressed the full house.
Everyone showed up. Everyone came to the track at Camp Pacific and started wanting to ride. And man, it still gives me goosebumps thinking about how we've grown.
The board of directors gave a special shout out to Henry Camacho for all his work at the Cowtown venue. Former MRA President Steve Sablon also receiving special recognition. Governor Torres added a loving touch to the ceremony.
These guys have no idea what they have and how blessed they are to have parents like you guys putting your resources, your time. So kiddos, you gotta give your parents, in fact, right now, go hug your parents. Come on, go. Come on, go. Come on, all of you. Hurry, otherwise you guys are not gonna go get gifts. Go hug your parents. Oh, sorry, I'm grandparents.
After a sumptuous, yummy dinner, it was time to give out the awards. Even third place in the Pee Wee ATV was lucrative.
Congratulations, Skyler. President and announcer surprise. All right, Skyler, for getting third overall this season in your class. Not only do you get your medal or your trophy, your certificate, you also get yourself $100 cash.
Of course, winning first place was candy on the cake for Brooklyn Susulin. Ezekiel Camacho took the Pee Wee 1 trophy, while winning Pee Wee 2 brought smiles to Genoa Santos' face. Teresa Borja took top honors in the Pee Wee ATV. Devin Hummel first overall in Mini 1.
$250 cash. And equal to that will get a medal and a certificate. Congratulations, Devin. Make some noise for our riders.
Don't throw shade on the other end of the age spectrum, please. 50-year-old Mari Alvarez reached the podium in the Mini 2, as did champion Michael Camacho. Nanako Celis finished on the top of the Powerpuff standings. For winning Big Boy ATV, Christian Camacho turned the tables. He served the drinks. How many times do you see that? Kuki Alvarez could not beat Dave Celis in the veterans class, but was able to beat everyone else in the expert division, and not everyone can win every race, of course. Truth is, second place never felt as good as it did at the awards banquet.
Nice one, nice one. Nice one. All right, sticking with winners, our student athlete features, that's right, another winner.
Keep working even when no one is watching. Alex Morgan. Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation. 10 years ago, Katrina Costales joined the MIFA's grassroots program, and this fall, she'll reap the benefits.
So I basically decided that I wanted to pursue soccer past high school, and so I started going through the whole college sports recruiting process, and it was pretty difficult because I didn't have much guidance from other peers, and so I pretty much had to do that on my own. But eventually I had offers and I decided to go to Washington.
She'll be attending Whitworth College, a Division III school in Spokane. Just like the approach that she takes to playing games, she was gung-ho to get to the next level.
I applied to about 16 schools, and I got accepted to almost all of them. And for the offers, it was about maybe 5 to 7, but I decided to go to D3. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Now, how did you send in video clips? What did you need to, how did they didn't come out here and look at you play?
Yeah.
How do they know you're good?
Yeah, it was really difficult, especially geography. Our geography were far away, and so the normal recruiting process, they would scout you in your games, but we weren't able to do that. And so my highlights clip was something that was very vital to my recruiting process.
For the record, her highlights were on KSPN2 Sports First, but now she's graduating. Young Star Shining, brought to you by the Tan Su Lin Foundation.
All right, good luck, Katrina. You know, since July the 4th is in July, we have 4 top plays. Coming in at number 4, it's the father-daughter combo of Stanley and Fina Manalianisa Jacopo, winning their respective 100-meter races at the NMI Open Meet. Coming in at number 3, it's Henry Camacho Jr. topping 21 other riders to win the highly competitive novice class. Coming in at number 2, the mayor of Marpy, Dave Celis, taking the Veterans Division Championship. And the top player of the week, Danny Aguto, turns, he fires, he scores! Danny Aguto, top player of the week. Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw.
We're in a race whether we know it or not.
And build our new normal.
Inafamali CPL.
Let's vaccinate, CNMI.
All right, here is our soggy weather report. It was 89 degrees at 10 o'clock this morning before the monsoon rains came. Low 79, humidity 79%. Tomorrow, more rain, high 86, low 78. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Sunrise at 5:59, a low tide at 7:37, high tide 1:12, and sunset at 6:47. So that is your news and your sports and the weather as it's official. Right now, the weekend's beginning. See you on Monday.